Okie dokie. All right. Good morning, Internet. Welcome to TMP Uncensored. And today we're late because me, because I don't know how to work a fucking computer. That's basically what it is. I am, let me just check I just need to check and make sure that I got this thing live. Yep, I am live. We are live on Rumble. So I use OBS Studio, and OBS Studio does not allow for guests. So I downloaded StreamYard. I've used StreamYard once or twice in the past. I never really looked into it. I don't know really quite how to use it. And I have some slides that I want to put on the screen. And I went and tried to do that, realized that they actually need to be PDFs. So I basically just fucking spent the past 15 minutes converting like 6 fucking screenshots into PDFs, and that's how long it took because I'm retarded. All right, let's see if we are live on our other platforms. Might as well. Again, I don't use this. I figured it would be good to do StreamYard this morning. Yep, it appears I am live on X. Yep, I am. All right. That's cool. We got that going. And YouTube is most likely going to take me down, but I decided to add my YouTube in there as well. Why not? Fuck it. So we are on 3 different platforms right now. I am usually only streaming on Rumble. All right. And I'm live on YouTube as well. Looks like this fucking thing works. That's nice. But anyway, if you're unfamiliar with the Daily Breakdown, if you're on X or YouTube and you are watching right now, I do the show every morning on Rumble, usually at 7. Sometimes I'm late, like today, and every Wednesday night. But we have a special show coming up for you tonight. Tonight, I am going to be interviewing J.R. Majewski. He is running for Congress. And I don't know too much about him. He actually reached out to me. Seems like a very nice guy. And I did a little research on him. He's endorsed by some people that I follow and respect. So I'm happy to talk to him this evening. And today is just going to be, like I said, mostly a test. We're going to go through the real show, like what I was going to go through. We have the Texas versus Biden and how Karine Jean-Pierre is retarded. I didn't have time to upload certain images, so I'm just and they were unnecessary. So I'm just going to describe a couple of things to you. Maybe I'll pull up my phone and use them that way. But it's going to be an interesting battle, this whole Governor Abbott versus Joe Biden thing. And I live in Texas. I live 2 hours from the border. It's a fucking problem. It's a big fucking problem. But anyway, so first things first, let's get to the JR preview. Let me go through his About Me section of his website, and we'll give you a little preview. Nope, Google Slides. No, that's not what I was trying to do. So video file, share screen, slides. My computer, there we go. All right, we got this right here. I'm so not used to using this, guys. You just got to give me a little time. Okay, here we go. So, J.R. Majewski in 2003 began his career in the nuclear security First Energy David Bessie Nuclear Power Station located in Oak Harbor, Ohio. First Energy's leadership team quickly recognized Majewski's intellect and leadership capabilities while he served as an assistant project manager during the reactor vessel head replacement. After his proven success, Majewski rapidly promoted, becoming the youngest project manager in the company's history. Majewski went on to manage multiple multi-million-dollar projects within the nuclear industry and earned a reputation for his leadership style and ability to transform struggle projects, that sounds dirty, programs and portfolios into high performers. So we got that. It continues on. I'm not going to keep saying this, but just one more time. I am not used to this platform, so I'm a little slower than I would normally be. Usually I have everything queued up, but for some reason StreamYard, maybe there's an easier way. It's just my first time using it. StreamYard is a little different. Majewski has also applied his leadership skills and abilities across other industries, serving as a project director during the construction of General Motors' new production facility and product line replacement at GM Power Plant in Toledo, Ohio. Majewski now serves as an executive in the nuclear industry, specializing in the safe storage of nuclear fuel and working with some of the world's largest nuclear utilities. Majewski and his wife, Nicole, have been married since 2003. They currently reside in the Walleye capital of the world, Port Clinton, Ohio. So essentially, he is he's a guy who is in nuclear energy. He's running against a woman who has been in Congress longer than I have been alive. No joke. I'm looking at his screen here. Marcy Kaptur, I didn't have time to upload this one, has been in 1983. In 1983, she got this position, which is one thing I want to talk to him about tonight. His thoughts on term limits. I have a weird stance on term limits. I do not think we need them. All right. Well, no, I'm sorry. I think we need term limits. My bad. Age limits. I wanted to get his thoughts on age limits, right? Because that is the conversation that has been happening between whether or not we need to cap an age of our leaders, because there's a minimum age. I can't remember what it is. I think it's 30 fucking, I don't know. Is it 29, 39? I don't fucking know. Who cares? But there is an age where Congress says you are too young, right? You're too young. You're too inexperienced. So you cannot be president. And I don't know what the age limit is in Congress. But I don't think there should be age limits at all in Congress. Even though we have people like Mitch McConnell literally fucking control alt-deleting every couple of months. We have Joe Biden, who quite literally they will not allow him to speak off the cuff. He has to have a teleprompter, or they like all stand around him going like that. I don't think that has anything to do with their age. I think that it has to do with the fucking fact that they're fucking senile or brain dead. Because you take one look at Donald Trump and you say, okay, he's old, but he's fucking sharp. I go to the gym. I literally work out with these fucking 75-year-olds who look 50, and they're clear and they're sharp. And I think that matters. I don't think that we should. Let me pop out the Rumble chat before I forget, guys. My Rumble chat, my live. Good morning, Renee1776 in the Rumble chat. If you guys want to follow me, by the way, if you're on either of the other platforms, there should be a link in my bio, a Beacons link, that will take you to my other social medias. And at the very, very top, I put TMP Uncensored, which will bring you right to the podcast. Please follow, please like. But as I was saying, I got these really sharp 75-year-olds that are like, yeah, you could be president. Like, I mean, maybe, I don't know, but fuck, you could at least do some shit. So I don't think we need age limits. Now, term limits, I think, are 100% necessary. I think that there should be 2 terms per position in Congress. So the maximum you can work is like somewhere around like 30 years. Or there should just be a mandatory retirement age after 30 years. Either of those makes sense. But I would say my first suggestion would work even better, right? Now, here's something that would make all of this unnecessary. You wouldn't even need term limits. And I've been preaching about this forever. I don't think anyone in Congress should be able to make $1 over their salary while they're in Congress. If you did that, nobody would want to work in Congress for their whole life. They would want to go into the private sector. You wouldn't need term limits because nobody would ever want to become a career politician. So I think that is a much, much better way of ensuring that these fucking octogenarians don't end up in office, because you're going to get the random once in a while, once in a lifetime kind of person like Donald Trump, a billionaire who is clear-headed, who actually can do really good in the job because he can't be bought. He's not doing it to enrich himself like Joe Biden and Obama and Clinton and every other politician that has gotten rich off of you, right? But these people are supposed to be public servants, and we keep on forgetting the fact that they're supposed to be servants. They're supposed to serve us. They're not supposed to get rich. That's not how your fucking housekeeper shouldn't be making more money than you. I'm sorry. It's not how it fucking works. You work for me, bitch. All right. So how the fuck are you doing book deals? How are you trading in the stock market? How are you getting public speaking events while you are in office? No, you want to do that shit? Get the fuck out of Congress. Go into the private sector. Work as somebody else's fucking bitch and make money. I don't care. I'm a capitalist. I believe in capitalism. Go make money. But you should not make money while we fucking starve. So no, the system's completely broken. Congress should not make $1 over their salary. Not one. If they get $1 on their tax return more than their salary, investigate them. The fucking, the IRS is fucking knocking on, what is it, Matthew Schellenberger's door and fucking trying to throw that guy in jail. We need to get rid of a lot of the 3-letter agencies. I'm serious. The ATF, the IRS, fucking, as far as I'm concerned, maybe the FBI. I mean, the FBI does some shit that protects us, so it's really hard to figure out where to draw the line. But I can tell you, the ATF, the EPA, the IRS are all fucking useless. Which is why people think I'm like more of a libertarian than a Republican. I probably am. I'm not a Republican, but I support mostly Republicans like this guy, JR Majewski. Let's take a quick look at who he's being endorsed by, and then we'll move on to the Texas versus Biden. Jeez, this thing is so different than I'm used to. Come on. All right, so I cannot read. That's Corey Mills. Oh, Corey Mills. I'm sorry, I couldn't recognize him. Corey Mills has endorsed him. Byron Donalds has endorsed him. Both of those guys are fucking studs. So that's a really good lineup. We got some more here. Looks like I can add all of these in, and I should have figured that out. And then I can just put them in one by one. So let me do that real quick. Make this a little more seamless. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning on this fucking StreamYard. I'm not liking it so far. I prefer the OBS software, but we gotta learn how to take guests. I'm gonna look into this, by the way. I didn't have any time. I was going through a lot of shit this week with work. But I will find a decent platform. I know that other people use good platforms that can take guests, and yeah, here we go. We got Bob Good of the Freedom Caucus. Yep, that's good. Eli Crane. I've heard of him. And why aren't my other slides here? Let's just remove some of these. Oh, there they are. See, they were just off to the left. We got, Kash Patel. I got to talk to him about that tonight because I tried to reach out to Kash Patel. And we got Matt Gaetz. Obviously, that's a fucking stud right there. JD Vance. If you have not seen the movie Hillbilly LGB, I can never get that fucking word right. If you have not seen the movie Hillbilly LGB, I think it's called, on Netflix, it is about JD Vance's life, and It's a really good movie. And Rich Grinnell. Rich Grinnell will always be the first gay cabinet member. Pete Buttigieg can suck my tit. He's fucking. You didn't get shit, dude. You were not the first gay cabinet member. Ha ha. You guys tried to call him the first gay cabinet member. All right. So we got that. Those are his endorsements. That's a little short story about him. When I get home from work, we're going on at 6 p.m. Central. I'm going to do a nice, easy day, be done by 3 o'clock today. And when I get home from work, I'm going to do as much research as I can, try to figure out this tonight I don't need any slides or anything like that. It's just going to be a conversation between two people, so I don't have to worry about it. But it's going to be a good show because I'm going to try to at least take some notes and ask some good questions. Okay, now let's get on to how Karine Jean-Pierre is the most retarded press secretary in the history of press secretaries. I'm going to play these. I don't even know in order. It doesn't even matter.
Yesterday, Border Patrol cutting some of the razor wire that Texas had installed. Governor Abbott has vowed to reinstall it. They have picked his border czar has.
So this is, I'm going to play a couple of press, the briefing room or whatever it's called, of KJP and how she's trying to argue for not putting any type of barrier or border up. And her explanations are fucking hilarious.
Pictures of people taking fresh razor wire out to the border to reinstall it. Is there now a federal policy of removing the barriers that Texas is installing?
That's a simple question. Is there a federal policy of removing barriers from a state that is trying to secure their border, which is in the Constitution? Actually, the federal government is the one that's supposed to protect our borders under Article 3, Section 3, Article 4, Section 4. We're committing treason by allowing all of this in, all of these illegal immigrants in. And it's wild that the Biden administration is trying to sue my governor every time he tries to stop or slow this or stem the flow of illegal immigrants. It's like, why is it that KGP and all these Democrats keep calling them non-citizens, right? They're just non-citizens because they don't want to say the word illegal because it would be an admission that they know that what these people are doing is illegal. The second you step foot into our country, you have broken our law. Like if you cross our border illegally, you are committing an illegal act. So your first act as a non-citizen, if you want to fucking use that tampered down fucking language, is an illegal one. So Texas changed the law or signed a bill into law that makes crossing the border illegal, which should have been common fucking sense. Probably should have already been there. It is already there on a federal level. But on Texas level now, we're arresting people. And we're saying, hey, we're going to put up razor wire and we're going to put up barriers in the water. And every time we do it, Biden fucking sues Texas. So not only is he allowing all these people in, he's trying to sue you if you try to stop them. He did the same thing in Arizona. They had this container wall. It was literally like containers stacked on top of each other, and it was fucking almost impenetrable. I mean, I'm sure they could climb over it, but it wasn't easy. And Biden had it fucking removed. It's like, guys, there's so many conspiracy theories out there about why they're doing this, right? I'm going to give you the two most plausible ones, right? The two most plausible is that they think that they're going to be able to get some votes out of it. Now, that is plausible, but it's unlikely it's going to affect the outcome of the election in this election, right? If they are hoping that they are going to flood tens of millions of people in here and Trump won't be able to remove tens of millions in 4 years, they're going to be able to get a higher vote count in 2028. That makes more sense. But I'm telling you, the other option is it actually makes complete sense if you think like a Democrat, if you think like a scumbag, like if you think like a person who hates this country and doesn't care about it and only cares about power. They're gonna flood the country with all these illegal immigrants because it's going to make Trump's presidency look bad. They want the next 4 years. They know they're gonna lose, and they want the next 4 years to be so awful. And the media is going to play along, and they're going to say, "Look at Donald Trump, his racist support. He's deporting all of these poor families. Look at the children. Think of the children." You're going to see that on CNN 24/7 for the next fucking 5 years, 4 years, whenever Trump gets inaugurated, because he's not going to give a fuck. He's going to do it anyway. He cares about this country. He's going to clean it up as much as humanly possible. So what they're trying to do, in my opinion, in both of those scenarios, is sabotage 2028, not 2024. I think that they have already conceded that they are not going to win 2024. I think that they know that there is a strong possibility that no matter what they have tried, no matter what they do, Donald Trump is still crushing it. So I think that that's what's going on. And I think that that's more of a likely scenario than they're letting in people who are terrorists because they want a terrorist attack. I don't think they do. I think they don't. I think that they have blinders on. I think that they just don't care. I think that they just don't care. And I also just realized that my fucking headphones aren't plugged in. So you probably heard some backup on my mic, but we're going to fix that right now. Anyway, I mean, let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm right, if you think I'm wrong, if you have a different theory. But those are my two theories. They're fucking up 2024 through 2028 and trying to make Donald Trump's next presidency so incredibly fucking difficult. Because if they want a terrorist attack, they want it to happen in 2026. Right? If they want they want the media to be on the news 24/7 going, Donald Trump is a heartless man who is deporting and sending these people to awful conditions. Meanwhile, let's ignore the fact that Chicago and people are getting shot like fucking 50 people every weekend by gang violence because every major Democrat-run city is a fucking haven for drugs and violence. Let's forget that. No, it's Trump. He's the problem. It's fucking wild, guys. All right, let's continue.
And
Here's what I'll
Here's her explanation, which is fucking retarded.
say. I would have to look into that. I did see those reports.
Oh, I'd have to look into that. I don't fucking know the answers to anything ever about anything because I'm retarded. KJP is going to go down in history as the most retarded press secretary in history. And I thought that Jen Psaki was pretty bad. No. No. She sounded like a fucking genius compared to KJP with her circle. Let's circle back.
Reports yesterday, but as it relates to Governor Abbott, we know what he has done these past couple of years while this president has been in office. He's turned this, when it comes to the border, he's turned this into a political stunt, and that's what he's done over and over again. That's what I can speak to. I did see those.
Accuse the other person of what you yourself are doing. The leftist playbook.
Reports, I would have to go back and get a sense from the team and give you an answer on that.
There was footage yesterday of border.
Okay, so KJP, I respect her a little bit for that answer, because she was like, yeah, I don't fucking know, and she rarely does that. All right, which one do we want to play? What are my two options here? Which is this one? Okay, yeah, we're gonna go with this one.
Video today shows Texas installing even more fencing and razor wire inside Shelby Park. Define.
Oh, so in case you didn't put two and two together, that last question was, the feds removed razor wire. Is there a policy in it? And this video is Texas especially Governor Abbott saying, "Hey, go fuck yourself. We're gonna put up some more."
The Biden administration's deadline to reopen the property to the feds. Fox.
Hey, fuck you. That's what I'm so happy that my governor is actually doing this, right? Like, Abbott gets a lot of shit, and he's not a perfect governor. He's not. Nobody is. I've thought that he's been a little lazy, and he shows up late to the party on several things. I think he did COVID really well, actually. I think he did COVID better than Florida. A lot of people don't talk about that. Everyone talks about how Ron DeSantis was like the best at COVID. Ron DeSantis copied Texas. Like everything Texas did, Ron DeSantis did weeks later, right? Like we were open in a couple of weeks. We only shut down for a couple of weeks, and it was barely even considered a shutdown. Everybody was working. The service industry, I think, was the thing that shut down for a couple of weeks. I was actually hooking up with a waitress when it happened, and she was like, I can't work. I'm like, that sucks. But I think that he's been a little late to the party on, responding to certain things, especially the border. But I will give him a better late than never when the response that he shows up with, even though it's very late, is this. If he's holding his ground and standing his ground, no pun intended, because he can't stand, I think we should give him respect.
Cameras captured this moment when the Texas National Guard told migrants approaching the razor wire barricade to turn around to Mexico. The United States government,
turn around, fucker,
is suing Texas, arguing its agents need access to this 2.5-mile stretch of land around Shelby Park.
No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. All right? Like, this is the thing. The federal government does not need to be in state affairs. All right? Especially when that affair is, hey, we're going to stop fucking illegal immigrants from coming into your country. Like, we're going to do your job for you. All right? We're going to do your fucking job for you. Okay, Biden? You haven't done shit. The borders are Kamala Harris hasn't done shit. She sucks. She's doing it fucking on purpose. Like, not doing it on purpose. She doesn't fucking do anything. What does Kamala Harris do? Nothing. He's given her the position of protecting the border, right? She can't even fucking. What's she gonna do? Cackle at the fucking immigrants that are coming in? Honestly, it's the most annoying sound in the world. If you put her at the border with a fucking bullhorn and just told her to laugh, then people would probably turn the fuck around without any razor wire. But I digress.
Especially during emergencies. Texas DPS tells Fox News that Texas kicked the feds out from this park because it thinks it can do a better job deterring migrants.
And they fucking can, apparently.
Claiming the Biden administration removes the state's razor wire and doesn't care about securing the border.
It's not normal. It's not humane for anyone to cross a river, including children. It really shows how the federal government is attacking Texas for trying to prevent that, because what they want to do, they want to keep the border open.
Also, a major...
And every time she's asked, no, we don't want to. We just want to remove all the razor wire. We want to incentivize people to come here. And the thing is, it bears repeating, and you should never forget this part, right? What the left will do is they will try to use emotional blackmail to make you feel bad that you want to protect your border, because they are people too, which is very true. There are good people that want to come to this country for a better life. I am sorry, but that's just not something that you can do because you want to. I can't go to fucking Sweden right now and just walk across the border and start living a better life. I can't get my kids a better education in the Netherlands, right? I can't do that because I'm not a fucking citizen. I wasn't born there. They will not allow me to do that. We cannot be the only country that goes, yeah, just show up. And they fucking use the whole Statue of Liberty argument, like this country was built on it. No, it was built on a process where you had to assimilate and become an American, right? These people aren't doing that. Listen, I live in Texas, okay? Do you know how many people come up to me and ask me if I speak their language in my own country? And I'm not trying to sound rude or ignorant or racist. It's wild that people will come up to me and start speaking to me in another language like it's normal. and they look at me like I'm silly that I don't understand them. And I would like to learn Spanish. It's very fucking low on my priority list, by the way. Right? Like, I got fucking work. I got the podcast. I'm studying every morning. I'm fucking putting together fucking all this shit, trying to fucking hustle. I don't have time, but it is on my list. Hey, we got Sean Farash in the chat. J.R. Majewski is a legend. He will be on tonight at 6 p.m. Make sure you're here, brother. I'm going to be streaming on Rumble is my main channel, but I have my StreamYard right now linked up to YouTube and X. I assume with some of the things that I plan to say that it's going to take down my YouTube. I don't care about my YouTube anymore. YouTube's garbage. YouTube sucks. Fuck YouTube. I haven't been on it in a while because I am so fucking I put together a podcast. I did it for about a month, and my videos would just keep coming down. Like, I'm not going to say it right now. But if I were to say the Schmunty Bunty perplexion was Robin, right? YouTube would take down my video. I'll say it tonight. I don't give a fuck. But I want to make sure we at least get him on first. It's wild, man. YouTube, it's just crazy. So I restarted it on Rumble, and I don't have many followers over there. I got 60K on my Instagram. I got like 25K on my YouTube, I think. But yeah, YouTube, it's especially with after what they did to Joe Rogan, Russell Brand, Steven Crowder. You know, some people think that fighting the system from within the system is the way to do it. No, you build a new system. You build a better system, and you put it right next to the shitty system and bring people to the new system. I have learned that. I have grown. I have figured that out, and I think it's the way to go. So I think that everybody should join me on Rumble, because I'm just gonna say whatever the fuck I want until YouTube cuts the video, and then you guys will have to go over to Rumble no matter what. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad you like JR. I'm really excited to get to know him tonight. But anyway, where was I? I forget.
Change in procedure. Texas is now arresting migrants illegally crossing into the U.S.
And again, the fact that we had to make a fucking state law when that's a federal fucking law is wild. But thank God Abbott did it.
Which Governor Abbott implemented under his emergency declaration. Video today shows.
Exactly. All right. I got one more video before I get out of here. This one is going to make you fucking laugh. It really, truly shows that this administration is a fucking clown show run by a bunch of fucking morons. It's insane to me that a human being would say this. But here we go. We're going to go through KJP saying how razor wire doesn't work.
As the administration's also fighting to keep up, to remove razor wire along the border that is intended to keep, this surge lowered, to keep people out from crossing illegally.
Governor Abbott's razor wire does not prevent. It does not prevent.
Razor wire doesn't prevent what, KJP? Please explain to me what razor wire doesn't prevent. Let's continue.
Non-citizens from unlawfully
crossing.
That's not what it does.
No, that's not what it does. It doesn't prevent razor wire. Razor wire doesn't prevent anyone from crossing an area that they shouldn't be in. Razor wire just doesn't work. Okay, bitch. Remove it from every fucking prison fence in America right now and see if more people escape. You fucking moron.
If anything, it puts at risk. It puts the lives of the Border Patrol at risk.
Hold on. Okay. Let's use some reverse logic here. So, razor wire puts people's lives at risk, but doesn't prevent anyone from crossing it. So it's very dangerous, but at the same time, it's not. Do these people even understand what they're saying? Like when they, what I would appreciate is when they go through their like little like I don't know if she has like a little meeting before she talks, but she should, right? Where it's like, okay, this is what I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm gonna say razor wire doesn't prevent non-citizens from crossing. It actually hurts border patrol agents, and then anyone in the room just goes like, okay, how? Can you show your work? Right, just write it down on a little notepad and draw me a picture. How do you, how? Okay, there's razor wire right here. Border patrol agents, migrants. It doesn't stop them. It doesn't, so they can just hop it. Like they come right through it, unharmed. But border patrol agents who have no intention at all of going this way, they get hurt by it. It's like because those border patrol agents, they're just stupid. They just walk into anything. Fucking wild.
It puts them in danger. That's what the razor wire does. And that's what the Governor Abbott is doing. Again, a political...
Governor Abbott is putting those poor border patrol agents at risk by having them put razor wire up. The guards in prisons, they're in danger every day because of razor wire. And those prisoners, like they stay in because they just like it there.
Stunt that doesn't actually fix the problem and puts...
No, fixing the fucking problem would be doing your fucking job, bitch. Like your whole fucking administration. Do your job. Article 3, Section 3 of the United States Constitution. Article 4, Section 4 of the United States Constitution. Read both of them. Get back to me right after you slap yourself in the fucking face.
Border patrol agents
fixing it right now.
Well, I mean,
sure, temporary solution, obviously. But when I guess the reason that I'm coming
Jackie,
to it from this perspective is because
it puts border patrol. It puts them in a difficult position, right?
I hear you. But when
it puts them on the American side of the razor wire. That's not difficult. They just have to stand there.
Talking about the impeachment proceeding, for instance, as baseless, and you have.
So yeah, I think it's safe to say she's retarded. Like there's no other word. This is really like, what are we even fucking doing? What are we doing here? Like, what is this exercise that like the White House press briefings? Like, why do we do it? Why don't we just fucking not do it? Like we should just not do it. There's no reason to do it. It's like, because if you go in there and ask her a question, she'll either lie right to your fucking face, or she'll fucking just say some stupid shit that doesn't make any sense. So I guess we get nice little fucking clips like this for social media personalities to use like me, but other than that, it's just fucking nonsense. Ugh. Anyway, all right. Well, we're gonna wrap this up, guys. Tonight, first of all, actually, if you're on Rumble right now, let's check how many people. We got 11 people on Rumble. Please hit that like button right here. Hit that button, and tell all your friends. If you live in Ohio, it's going to be a good interview, so you guys can get to know who's running for your seat. Let me pull up this photo. I'm going to try to show you in the camera because I forgot to upload it. I didn't forget to upload it. I got aggravated with trying to fucking convert everything into a PDF. Right? This right here. This is the woman who has been in that seat since 1983. That's a picture of her in 1983. And a picture of J.R. Majewski in 1983. He was a child. I was born in 1985. So I was born 2 years after this woman took this district. She's a Democrat. She needs to be unseated. J.R. seems to me like the guy to do it. And I'm gonna try to get to know him a little bit tonight, and try to let you guys get to know him as well. But what we need to do is we need to get these career politicians out of their positions. We need to we need to figure out how to put real true patriots in positions in this country who are going to turn things around. This is not going to be an overnight thing, guys. It's not going to be an overnight thing at all. In fact, I think that it's going to take a long time to get us back on track. But I do see the writing on the wall. I do think that it is starting. I think that people have gotten tired of it. I think that a lot of people are waking up. And that's all I'm doing on the internet. I'm just trying to wake people up. That's literally my whole thing here. I say this all the time. I go, use your First Amendment until you can't, and then use the second. All right. I hope I never have to use the second. I hope we never have to use the second. I hope there's not a civil war. I hope there's not a terrorist attack on American soil. But they're making it real difficult to see a scenario where that doesn't happen. But for now, hold, wait. You got all the people always in the comment sections like, when are we gonna do something? Just wait, chill. You'll know. It's not going to be like hard to figure out. You'll know if there's ever a conflict where you actually need to strap up and go fight for your country. You'll know. Like, it's not going to be like you're not going to be sitting around in your fucking underwear going back and forth to work while there's a fucking civil war going on. You'll know. Like, somebody will start it, somebody will continue it, and you'll know. And then you can make a choice. You can make a choice to, sit in your apartment or your house under martial law and do nothing, or throw on your body armor, grab your fucking gear, and cowboy the fuck up. But let's hope that never happens. I kind of like peace. It's much better than conflict. We don't want that, but we're fucking ready for it. All right, guys. Well, I'll see you later. Tonight, 6 p.m., Rumble. Link in my bio. Check it out. Go over to there. If you're on X or if you're on YouTube, fine. You guys can stay there and watch. But I would really like to build that channel. We're going to try to get more of these interviews. I'm not just going to be interviewing some random people like, one of my followers. I'm only going to be doing my interviews for people that are actually relevant or have something to say, just because I don't want to turn this into a live show. I want it to be an actual podcast. But if you are brand new to this this channel, every morning, 7 a.m., hopefully, we do the Daily Breakdown. The Daily Breakdown is just a story that I break down that I find interesting. It's either from, something trending, something in the news, or what have you. And then every week we do the weekly breakdown where I add in a story and we review all of the daily breakdowns, just give a little recap. And I think this show is going to really do well. And I'm really excited that it's moving like this, where we actually get to interview somebody with a decent following, another Trump guy like me. So I'm sure we'll get along tonight. Why don't you guys come check it out, and we'll see you soon. Peace.